how much has the kosher wine scene changed in the 19 years since you started Covenant?
20
Great.
years ago, there was
Yeah.
there was almost nothing good. I mean, the Herzogs were making some very good wines. I gave them some very high scores when I was a Wine Spectator, so I knew it was possible. That's why I knew it was possible to make a really good wine. But across the board, there was not a lot of good stuff. Israel was the same. There was a couple of good, wineries. Better ones at the time weren't even kosher, I didn't think. And then, the last 20 years, there's been this explosion of interest and quality and excitement, and it's based on the fact that the wines that we're drinking today, kosher wines, are can be and sometimes are on a par with the greatest non-kosher wines. I mean, that's the whole goal. There's nothing that we do kosher that is different than what they do at the most famous wineries in the world. We don't even add yeast to our wines at Covenant. We don't add yeast. We don't filter a lot of them. We don't. It's a very natural. It's just the way the machers who make non-kosher wine make wine. We do the same thing. You gotta have good grapes. You gotta know what to do with them.
So I have two questions. To what would you attribute that growth and the improvement of the quality in the last 2 decades? But also, how much would you say, how much of a factor have you and your Covenant wines been as part of that growth, that improvement overall?
I would like to think that Covenant was one of the standard bearers for a new paradigm. I know it was. It wasn't alone. Domaine de Castel inspired us, in Israel. And there are a number of the Herzogs, of course, were making some very, very good wines. And I would say that, they are hugely influential when it comes to the change in kosher wine in the last 20 or 30 years. They make it, they import it, they sell it, they promote it. I mean, these guys, they've really raised the bar and raised consciousness. I think that one of the reasons that we've seen this change in quality is that a lot of people who make kosher wine today, they've been trained in enology programs around the world, really good ones like at Davis or in Bordeaux or whatever, or they've worked with really fine winemakers.
I hope you enjoyed this clip. And don't forget, this entire episode is available for free on YouTube, podcast players, and you can check out everything at jewishdrinking.com. Thank you so much for watching.